Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis. It is Thursday, November the 12th. For those keeping score, we are now closing in on, I believe, what are we at? 9-10 months, I think, Brittany. Maybe you can keep us on track. How long have we been working remotely? I've lost track.
So it will be exactly 7 months tomorrow, Todd, because remember, we left the office March 13th.
Yeah.
So it'll be
Why
7
does it
months
seem like
tomorrow.
9 or 10 months? Why does it seem that way?
Might as well feel like 9 or 10 years, truth be told, but hey, here we are. But I'm very excited for today's show because it for sure is a family affair. But what's family without social media? That's how I'm going to segue into this. Yes, social media, everyone. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as our LinkedIn page. Also, YouTube. YouTube was down yesterday. It was like down worldwide, but I believe it's back up and running. So that's a great opportunity for you to go and follow us on our YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And last but certainly not least, I encourage everyone to share this podcast so that one, we can grow our audience, but two, more importantly, we just want to share this information out to everyone who's not following us. So, Todd, once again, I'm very excited for this morning's show because it is a family affair.
Yeah, it sure is. I don't know. Were you a fan of the game show Family Feud?
You know what? My sister-in-law's birthday was this past weekend, and we played a version of Family Feud, and it was a lot of fun. Yes. So
well, this is similar to Family Feud, but we have a family, but they're not feuding. But welcome to the show, the Combs family. Welcome. I've got the dad, Warrick Combs, also Wesley Combs, Caleb Combs, and Alanna Combs. So first, we're going to say good morning to Wesley and Caleb. Good morning to you both, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you here. Now, we're going to get to your story, but first, I want to check in with your dad and your sister. We've got Warrick Combs, the father of the group, and also Alanna Combs. And Alanna, you're 15 years old, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, folks at home may be wondering, why do we have a whole family on here? Well, they're a family of engineers and soon to be engineers, studying to be engineers. We'll start with Warrick Combs, who is the father of 10. You've got 10 children, Warrick?
Yes, that's correct. 5 boys and 5 girls.
Wow, you got a balanced home there. Welcome to the show. Congratulations on that. Now, you're a former petroleum engineer. You were with BP for many years. You're currently a real estate investor. But I imagine at home talking about engineering must have rubbed off because you got a number of your kids who are joining us today who are soon to be or want to be engineers.
Yes, I would like to think that I gave each one of them the open opportunity to choose what they wanted, but it's just been real easy for me to talk about, my experiences, 17 years with BP, working onshore, working offshore, domestically, international. It was just a great experience. And then it allowed me to be able to do what I'm doing now with my wife of 24 years. I'll make sure I put that in there.
Yeah.
Best wife and mom ever. So, so having that experience, in STEM, in engineering, really allowed me to do what we're doing now with real estate investing. And so it's just been easy for me to talk about that with the kids. And it's been cool to see that they've kind of taken ownership.
Well, they certainly are. I want to move on to Wesley. So we'll jump across, I imagine, your house there. Are you guys are in different rooms right now? Are you? Wesley,
yes,
where are you right now in the house?
Yeah, so we're actually in the schoolroom right now. We're in on the other side. Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're in the schoolroom. And Warrick and Alanna, where are you guys?
We kind of call this room the shoe room, or I think maybe when we were in Canada, they call it the mud room, where you walk in from the side, carport, you put your shoes in and everything. So we're in that room. Okay,
so you guys are across the house. Okay, so we're going to check in with Wesley. Now, Wesley, you're 19 years old. You've completed your HCC Associate of Science in Mechanical Engineering, and now you're currently at U of H on a Tier 1 scholarship. That's U of H's highest scholarship. Tell us about some of your other achievements.
Yes, sir. So I'm also a National Action Council for Minority Engineers scholarship recipient, which is a huge honor. I also have been able to complete internships with the Boeing company just this past summer. as well as with Verizon's mobile learning labs last year. So it's been really cool just being able to move through the different ranks and get more experience in engineering. It's been fun every single step of the way.
That's incredible. And I want to move on to Caleb, who is sitting right next to you, by the way. If for folks who are joining us, it's a family affair today. We've got the Combs family, and we're talking about engineering. They've either are professional engineers or studying engineering. And right now, Caleb, you're 17 and you're working on your Associate of Science degree. And when are you scheduled to graduate or complete HCC?
Right. So yeah, I'm scheduled to graduate in May of 2021. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be great.
So you're also in high school. Are you taking the dual credit program as well?
Yes, sir. I'm a dual credit student. Yes, sir.
That's incredible. All right, so we're going to check back in with both of you in a second. We're going to move across the Combs house and check in now with Alanna. She is 15 years old. And Alanna, you're a dual credit student as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell us about what you're studying, and are you taking an internship as well?
I actually just finished an internship with NetEdge VR. They're a company that creates virtual reality goggles and other pieces of technology. And it was really cool to be with them because I was able to become familiar with their software called Blender. It was kind of complex at the start and I had a few issues with it, but the more that I continued, and I had a great boss and she helped me out with each of my projects. And as time went on, I really enjoyed it and really loved working with them for the 8 weeks.
That's incredible. And Warrick, I must ask you, it must make you proud when your kids are accomplishing so much. One thing too, you got to look at too, a number of engineers around this country, we're kind of facing a crisis in this country because a lot of engineers are aging and retiring. And the word I'm hearing are colleges can't turn out engineering students quickly enough to fill that gap in this country. You guys, though, are trying to answer the demand right now.
Yeah, trying to answer that demand in one household. Yes, that's our goal. And that's, again, one of the reasons why my wife and I were really, wanted to at least expose the kids to engineering as an opportunity, and then see, what they decide to do.
And the dual credit program, that's got to be a blessing, especially when you've got so many kids and they can actually achieve getting part of their college career in high school, being enrolled dually at HCC and a high school, and then possibly graduate with an associate's degree. In the long run, being a dad, that saves you a lot of money.
Absolutely. Blessing is the exact way to describe it. And I still remember it was 4 years ago. I was listening to a Houston Rockets game on the radio, and HCC played a commercial that talked about saving about $20,000 by going through Houston Community College and then transferring to a 4-year university.
Yeah.
And with the numbers I'm dealing with, the math was really easy to do and say, hey, this is something I need to look at. So my wife and I looked into the dual credit program, and right now with Wesley, we're more closer to $30,000 that we're going to be saving by doing things this way. So multiply that times 10, and it really helps the budget out.
Okay, I'm writing this down. Houston Rockets commercial. You heard the commercial and you enrolled your kids in the dual credit program. All right, so we got to take note of that in the marketing department here at HCC because obviously that ad worked. No, I mean, you're talking about substantial savings. You really are. And we try to get that across. And it almost seems too good to be true, but it actually is true. And your family is a testament to that.
Yes, it's interesting you should mention that, Todd, because my wife actually had heard about the potential to do dual credits before I heard that commercial. But another family, because we homeschool our kids, another family thought that, no, it's not going to work, or, you're not going to be able to do that. And so we kind of put it off for maybe about a year or two. But yes, I mean, that's kind of one of the reasons why we're very happy that you've allowed us to come on, is because we're hoping that maybe there's another family out there that could benefit from the program as well. And this could be an opportunity for them to learn about it.
Absolutely. And I want to check in now again with Wesley. And Wesley, you say you guys are in the schoolroom. From what I'm hearing, you are involved in some tutoring with your siblings. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That is correct. Yes. We've been helping each other out a lot ever since we've been doing homeschooling since about kindergarten for each of us. So We're used to helping each other out. Older siblings help younger siblings help older siblings. So we're kind of just translating that trend to college classes. And I see it as a great opportunity to give back, because I know that a lot of people have helped me, whether it be professors, tutors, fellow students. So I kind of want to give back and help others as well.
Now, you've completed your time at HCC and you moved on to U of H. How was that transition? Because at HCC, we always talk about a seamless transition. How did that work for you, and what was your experience there?
Yeah, I think seamless is a great way to describe it, because that's the way I saw it. The classes that I took at HCC really equipped me for everything I took in my first semester and beyond. Being able to take calculus 1, 2, and 3, as well as differential equations, prepared me for engineering mathematics, and then the physics and chemistry courses got me ready for thermodynamics. So I really felt like I was walking in ready. I also had an opportunity to conduct research at the University of Houston through the Research Experiences for Undergraduates program with HCC and National Science Foundation. So I had that opportunity to go on campus as well. So that made the transition even better.
That's incredible. Now I want to move on to Caleb, who's sitting to your right, I believe. Caleb, I'm going to ask you, you're taking the dual credit program, and some high school students who are watching this may be wondering, is it a lot more difficult to be dually enrolled and taking courses for a college while you're completing your high school work as well? What's that course load for you like?
Right. Yeah. And I think that's a very understandable question, because going into the dual credit program with HCC, there were some initial concerns I had. Is this going to be a lot more difficult than what I was doing before? But I'm happy to say that everything went very well, and I completely recommend it to anyone, any high school student who wants to be a dual credit student, because taking classes with HCC as a dual credit student has been very good. It's been still a good amount of work to do, but it's been definitely manageable, and anybody can do, any high schooler can do it.
And Caleb, from what I'm understanding after speaking with the dual credit program organizers, they've told me that these are actual college courses that any college student would take that's enrolled in those courses. They don't cater to the high school students. You're enrolled in the same course with the same course load as a regular HCC student.
Yes, sir. Yeah, same. I do classes with 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, and regular college aged people, or what the norm is. But I still definitely recommend it for someone who's 15, 16, 17, in high school, because it really has shown me that it doesn't matter how old you are. Anybody at any age can do these classes, and I'm just so glad to be an example for that for other people.
And let me ask you this, since March, our lives have all changed dramatically. We were talking about, we're heading into the 7th month of working remotely for many of us at HCC, and a lot of our students have been learning remotely. How has the experience been for you in making this transition to take classes remotely, or were you doing that previously?
Right. Yeah. Thankfully, I was already doing a lot of that beforehand. I had been taking a lot of online classes. So the transition from a lot of in-person classes going online, I was already kind of used to. So I didn't really have to change my learning process or get used to a bunch of new programs. I was kind of already on board with that. So that was great.
And I'm going to move on to Alanna, who's across the house from you right now. And Alanna, you're 15 years old. I'm going to ask you the same question. How has the transition been working remotely and taking, because you're also a dual credit student as well. How has that been, taking all of your classes or some of them remotely?
It's been really nice, because just like what Caleb said, we've already been working from our computers. So it hasn't been a super dramatic change for us. I really enjoy it, because just working from the comfort of my own home is just amazing. And then having tutors to my right and my left and right across the table from me is amazing. And I don't have to try and search for a tutor online or make sure that they're available. I know that my siblings are always there for me.
And you, speaking of siblings, you've got a younger sibling, I believe a younger sister, who's going to be starting classes. Is it high school classes in 2021 as well? Have you been working with her?
Yes, sir. I've just been making sure that I can be there for her as a mentor and a tutor as well, and just as a friend, because I've realized that taking the dual credit courses, you just need kind of someone to kind of amp you up and let you know that you can do it, even when things get tough and there are times where you don't quite understand your schoolwork. Just having someone there to encourage you on to continue and to just motivate the determination that's already inside of you, just kind of tapping into it.
So we've been covering engineering. We're speaking with the Combs family, all 4 members here, and it's a very large family. We're going to get to that in a second, but all 4 members they are either a petroleum engineer, a former petroleum engineer, or engineering students. It's amazing. It's remarkable. And a number of them have gone through the HCC program. So, okay, guys, I've got some fun questions. I hope you're game for them, because I don't get a chance to speak with people who have such a large family. So I'm going to ask some questions for you. You guys game for these?
Sure, yes.
Okay. All right. When you go out to dinner, is it tough to get dinner reservations for 12? Do you have to wait for restaurants?
Because we're such a big family, we normally do eat at home. But when we do go out, yeah, we definitely we're pulling tables together. We do try and give the restaurant a heads up. We strategically do try and go in off hours, just because we know the logistics with getting us set up can be challenging sometimes.
When pizzas are delivered, how many do you order?
Like what, 5? Maybe 5 different pizzas, maybe 6.
That's
somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another one. Do you get special phone plans, and does everybody get upgraded with phones every year?
We don't get updated with phones every year. No, that'd be pretty cool, but no.
He wants to, but he doesn't.
When the kids were younger, Warrick, did you have to buy a large van?
Yes, but yeah, we have a 12-passenger van. We've had that since we moved back from Canada, and so now we're completely full with Julia being born in April.
Wow.
Yes, we have a large van.
And my final question would be, having a large family, when you have family gatherings, do you guys form your own sports team? Like if you're meeting with other groups of families, you can have your own team. Have y'all done that yet?
I think we're probably big enough where we do kind of intra-squad teams, even like that. So I mean, we were playing baseball in the backyard the last day, and it was just a splitting up of teams. But with other families, I'm not.
Really, just with another family that we connect with a lot. They also have 10 kids.
Okay.
We usually do that. So yeah, it's a lot of fun playing with them.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Brittany,
I've got a question.
Yeah.
I've got a question. Is it very difficult for you guys to get along, since you guys are all close in age, I assume, and then there's so many, the personal space, that kind of thing. Like how does that dynamic work out?
Yeah, I think that there are way more good things than issues about it, because although you do have to worry about sharing and not always having that alone time, I think that you never feel alone, and that is maybe more of a good thing for me. And I can always turn to someone for help with schoolwork, or help with with free time, just leisure time, and being able to hang out with my siblings. So I think there's way more good things about it.
That's awesome. I love the fact that just from meeting you guys for the last, 20 minutes, you guys are a very tight-knit family. You're very close. You're very loving, caring of one another. I absolutely love that because to me, family is the most important thing in this world. And Alanna, I want to ask you a really quick question, because the fact that there has been we've been trying to encourage women to get into STEM. And you, as a young woman, are going to be studying mechanical engineering. So what would you have to say to another young woman, such as your age, who maybe is, considering a career in engineering? What made you, aside from the fact that you have family influence, what would you say to another young woman to get them into engineering?
I would definitely encourage them not to be intimidated by the such small percentage of women that are in engineering, and to kind of see it as a challenge that you're willing to accept. Challenge accepted, I'm going to do this, because even though there aren't a whole lot of people just like me, I know that me doing it can encourage others to do it too, and it can increase your motivation, your determination to continue to do things that maybe other people don't always do.
That's great. No, and I think that, thank you for stepping into that role, because I was an arts major. Math and I do not get along whatsoever. But the fact that you have your dad, your siblings, everyone in the family is such a huge support group for one another. And I wish you all the best of luck for your studies, for your future endeavors and your careers. And Dad, I'm looking at you. You're just so proud of your kids. I mean, look at that smile.
Well, they're definitely off to a stronger start than I had, both academically and even, I didn't grow up in as big family as they did. So for me to hear them say that they're cool with that makes me feel good.
That's incredible. Alanna, Caleb, Wesley, and the father, Warrick Combs, the Combs family, joining us on Family Feud. I've always wanted to say that. But thank you all for being here from the bottom of our hearts. We wish you all the best of luck. We hope to see you again when we can all meet in person. And you're always welcomed here on the show. We'd love to get you back on here again.
All right, sounds great. Thanks, Todd. Thanks, Brittany.
Thank y'all. Stay safe and have a great day.
Okay, thank you. Y'all too.
All right, we're going to move on to Brittany. What a very inspirational family, and certainly a testimony to the dual credit program and the engineering program at HCC. Fine examples of great students that we have a chance to work with at Houston Community College.
Absolutely, because the fact that here at HCC we do see each other as an HCC family. That's from faculty, staff, admin, students. I mean, we're here to support each other. And the fact that this family has an even added support group of each other, and they're going through dual credit together at HCC and moving on to bigger, better things. That's just a testament to the fact that our partnerships here are really to everyone's benefit. And going into that, Todd, I just want to say that HCC has launched its Katie Engineering Academy this fall, in partnership with U of H. So those freshmen will be the first graduating class. So that's incredible. And HCC Northwest is also hosting engineering pathway sessions. Now, the next one is happening Thursday, November 19th from 1 to 2 p.m. And then the following session will be in December 9th, which is a Wednesday, from 6 to 7 p.m. And they will have the registration info in this post. So, just had to put that plug in there since we've been talking engineering with this wonderful family. So,
and, Warrick kind of hit it on the head. He said it just very bluntly. He said he was saving $30,000 in the case of his one student in college savings. We have several programs with our engineering and through the Katy campus and the Northwest College and across the district. We've got programs with Texas A&M, UT Tyler, U of H, and more, where you can go to HCC, be dual enrolled in these colleges, and you're saving tens of thousands of dollars, in many cases getting an engineering 4-year degree from a major institution, a university, for around $20,000. So, I mean, it's an incredible program, and you can find out more about it through the links we'll share with you on the show. Okay, speaking of registration, Brittany, it is underway. And our students can register now. And now is the time to do so, because we've got 4 learning options for the spring, just like we had for the fall. But when these classes happen in person, Brittany, they're going to be very small. So you need to register early.
Definitely. The 2 modalities that we're talking about that you really need to be concerned about because of small class sizes are our Flex Campus, which is basically, going into the classroom at a set time, and our lab-based courses, which are those critical hands-on skill-based learning that we do continue to offer, but the section sizes are going to be much smaller to allow for social distancing. So those classes you need to enroll in quickly. And the other 2, Todd, are the online anytime and online on a schedule. Pretty much speak for itself. So be sure to register early. Spring 2021 begins January 19th. But regardless of the options that you're choosing, all students will have the same support of tutoring, student life, career and pathway advising, career employment, and counseling services. Registration, once again, is open now. You can lock in your classes today. Go to hccs.edu/now.
So taking care of some business tomorrow, just like yesterday, our show will be preempted. So it'll be delayed to 11 a.m. We'll be on at 11 a.m. tomorrow, live with Up to the Minute, because 10 a.m. we have our Hispanic Scholarship Council virtual fundraiser. Usually every year they do this in person. This year, because of COVID, we are doing it virtually online. That happens 10 a.m. Friday, November 13th. Tomorrow, they have a pre-show that starts at 9:30 a.m. And they're going to be live right here on our Facebook page, the district Facebook page, the same place you're watching this show. That's why we're going to delay our show to 11 a.m. For more information, go to hccs.edu/HSC 2020. All right, Brittany, lighting the fire for learning, becoming a student-ready college. What's that all about?
Come on, baby, light my fire. Sorry, that was the first thing that I thought about.
Morrison just gave up, even though he's been dead for 50 years.
Hey, it's okay. Feliciano's got a great rendition of Light My Fire anyway.
He does. Yes, he does.
But tomorrow, Todd, in all seriousness, Dr. Betty Fortune, Dean Desmond Lewis and the QEP Council will have a conversation with Dr. Tia Brown McNair, who is the executive director for the Truth, Racial Healing, and Transformation Centers at the Association of American Colleges and Universities in Washington, D.C. That was a mouthful. But the topic is becoming a student-ready college. Yeah, that sounds weird. It's happening tomorrow, November 13th at 10 a.m. Registration is required, so check your emails to find that link.
Virtual Ideas Pitch Competition. The deadline is Friday, which is tomorrow, November the 13th. Houston area high school and college students can pitch a product or service on sustainability and societal needs. The prizes are $1,000, $750, $250. The event happens the 20th. And I'm going to be there for that. So that should be a lot of fun. It happens, I believe it starts at 11 a.m. For more information, you go to hccs.edu/pitch for more information. Virtual student exhibition. We're taking that online and social media this year.
Yeah, and by online, we mean Instagram. So the 6 HCC campus art galleries are closed, but Instagram is our gallery walls for the non-juried exhibition that features student studio classes from all colleges in the HCC system. Going on beginning November 16th through January 16th, 2021. Registration is not required because, hey, it's Instagram. Find that Instagram page by searching HCC_visual_art. We'll be sure to leave that in this post. Also, for more information, you can email Catherine with a K .fields@hccs.edu.
Are you interested in filmmaking? Well, this is going to be very interesting. This lady I know from my days in news. She worked at a couple of operations that I was at, but HCC's Visual and Performing Arts Center of Excellence continues its free virtual workshops. They're featuring next week Karen Lafleur, and she's going to be sharing decades of broadcast TV experience, including her time as VP of Technology and Operations at NBC and Telemundo. I think she was also at 11 for some time and some other stations, but it should be a great event. If you want to learn about the TV broadcast world, this lady has a ton of experience. Noon to 2 p.m., Wednesday, November the 18th. Registration's required. We'll put the email address in the social media post for the show. And we've got tutors available for our students, Brittany.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have the Combs family tutors here to help everyone else. They're just, supporting each other. But we do have tutors that are available to meet students virtually through Microsoft Teams, thanks to our HCC Academic Success Center. They help with coursework, understanding your assignments, and improving your study skills, because that's how you're going to be successful, not only at HCC, but wherever you may transfer to, or just in life. So go to the link in our post to access the Academic Success Center for the tutors. Once again, we'll put that in the post.
Yeah, so that about wraps up today's show. It's been a great show today. Thanks to the Combs family for being here. Tomorrow on the show, you ready for this, Brittany? Well, first off, we're starting at 11 a.m. So join us live at 11 a.m. Hispanic Scholarship Council virtual fundraiser is at 10 a.m. right here in Facebook Live. But tomorrow, Twerk Fitness with the V Sisters. We're going to be meeting the V Sisters tomorrow, and Frank's going to be here too.
Yeah, I know Frank's really excited. Yes, they do Twerk Fitness every Friday night for recsports. And then also we'll be joined by Dr. Jimmy Adams for another perspective in the form of poetry.
That's right. Thanks for being here today. And thanks again to the Combs family. And we will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, 11 a.m. live right here and Up to the Minute.